Hey guys, this is Kayla and Joe. Come join us on our adventure to stay mentally and physically healthy throughout the year.
This video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to share with you guys our top 10 experiences of 2020. We only started our channel in September of 2020, but we've had so many great adventures. We wanted to share our top 10 with you. So stay tuned. You're going to see our top 10 adventures starting now.
Yeah. Number 10.
Alright guys, number 10 is our whitewater rafting experience at Wet Planet Rafting. It's in White Salmon, Oregon, and it was part of our Portland adventure.
Yes, this trip was really awesome. The whitewater rafting was amazing. There was so many awesome rapids to go down, and the water temperature was 40 degrees Fahrenheit. It was coming right off of Mount Adams, the glacier of Mount Adams, so it was freezing. We did a cliff jump off of was probably like probably three stories,
pretty high,
right into the freezing water, and it was so cold it took our breath away, and it was a lot of fun. This trip we didn't bring our GoPro on it because we were kind of scared of losing it while we were rafting, so there was a few clips just at the end of it and of the last rapid and other people coming down the river. So I hope you guys enjoy.
All right, check it out.
What's going on, guys? So we are at Wet Planet. We just got done whitewater rafting. We just wanted to show you the last rapid. It was flipping awesome. Yeah, we went down that. So we survived. Everybody stay in the boat. All right, number 9. So this one was a really great experience with an alligator down at one of our favorite state parks, Brazos Bend State Park. We go down there pretty much once a week if we can, if the weather allows us. But it was a really great experience, and Joe will tell you about it.
Yeah, this one particular day, it was pretty early in the morning, so not too many people on the trail. It was still pretty warm outside, and we're coming down this long stretch of trail, and we saw a couple of people kind of looking to the side, and we saw this big kind of dark spot, and all of a sudden it kind of raised up, and we realized it was a big gator and it was about to walk across the trail, so we just kind of hustled down there, and we got to stand there and experience the gator just walking across the trail. It was really awesome because alligators are just amazing creatures. We love seeing them, but there's just something about seeing it walk across the trail right in front of us. Just didn't care about us at all. It was just doing its thing, and it was super cool to be so close to it. And whenever we see one, whether it's close or far away, we always just appreciate being able to see them in the natural environment. So fortunately we got some video and we got some pictures, so check out those right here.
Number 8.
All right, this is another alligator experience. As Kayla said before, we go to Brazos Bend State Park most weekends, and we see tons and tons of alligators all the time, and we always think it's cool. But that, yet again, this is another really awesome experience. Kayla's going to tell you about it.
Yeah, so this trip was pretty cool. So the previous weekend we had seen alligator crossing the trail, and we had gone in the following week, and we're like, there's no way we're gonna get this lucky again. And so we were walking on the trail, we're hiking on the trail, and it's about for us it's about a 4-hour hike because we stop and take pictures and whatnot. So we're about halfway through, and Joe and I are looking at each other. We're like, I don't think we're gonna get lucky this trip. We've seen just a couple of wildlife, a few birds, handful of birds, and that's about it. And we get about 3.5 hours in, and Joe looks to her periphery and sees this alligator chomping on something in the water. So we're just like amazed, because it's kind of rare to see an alligator in the wild eating something. And so we probably stood there for 30 minutes watching this alligator and in its natural habitat eating, and we eventually figured it was a nutria rat. And we've seen a couple around and figured that they were on the food chain. But it was a really great experience, and I hope you enjoy it, so check it out. Number 7. So guys, this is our barred owl video, and Joe's gonna tell you all about it.
Yeah, this particular day, we'd already seen several different amazing things at Brazos Bend State Park. Several things that were going to be on our list today. But this particular day, so we were almost done with our hike. We were literally in the last probably 400 yards of the trail before we got back to the parking lot. And it's this heavily wooded area, part of the trail. And we're just walking along, kind of looking around for stuff as we always do. And Kayla suddenly says to me, "Oh, big bird." I was like, okay, where? And she said, "Up there." And I was like, where? Because I can't see anything because it's very heavily wooded, and usually I'm the one with the eagle eyes and I can see stuff, and she's
True.
like, what are we looking at?
Very true.
This particular moment, it was just like I was frustrated, so I couldn't see. She's like, "Oh, it's a hawk." I was like, "Oh, cool, where?" She's like, "Oh, it's an owl." I was like, wow, but I still can't see it. And so finally came into view, I saw it, and it was just this amazing barred owl. And so I think we stood there for a good at least 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, taking some pictures, and it was just sitting there, and it was ended up kind of looking down at us. And
Absolutely beautiful.
Owls are just kind of they're in like magical situations, and they're just beautiful birds, and they're just things that you don't see very often. So we felt really lucky to be in the right place at the right time and just be able to spend time looking at this amazing bird. And we were lucky to get some really good pictures of it, which you can check those out right now.
Yeah. Number 6. Alright, so this video is our cottonmouth video. And this was a pretty amazing trip. I think on this trip we saw multiple things, but this is one of the first wildlife we ran across on this trip, so Joe will tell you about it.
Yeah, it's one of those days where it was kind of going from pretty hot. It was cooling down a little bit temperature wise. I joined several snake Facebook groups because we're outside a lot. I wanted to make sure I educated myself on different types of snakes and what to look out for, just to be kind of safe on the trails. And this particular day we were walking, and again, it was one of those days, it was early morning and there's not a lot of people on the trails yet. And we came across around this corner, and there was, I was kind of looking on the ground to see what I can see, and there's a lot of leaves on the ground because it was a little bit windy, it was a little bit cooler, and came across a snake, and it was kind of almost right across the trail, not super long, but it was just
Well,
kind
we
of.
almost walked across it.
We
walked
did. We
over it.
almost kind of tripped over it actually, and I suddenly realized because I've been looking out and trying to get excited about seeing a snake because I see all these awesome Facebook posts, and there it was, and we happened to spend enough time to be able to take some good pictures, and in the end we kind of tried to just shoo it off the trail because there's bikers down there. We certainly didn't want it to get squished. We did keep a safe enough distance away. I mean, I got some really great pictures with a good zoom, but after that, the first one slithered away. Within 50 feet, there was another one, same snake, and it turns out that they were
Same kind of thing.
same snake, and they're both cottonmouth snakes. And obviously, you want to be very, very careful around those. They're highly venomous, but super fortunate to be able to get some great pictures and video. And it was just a really cool experience. Another one of those creatures that we see that just it's really cool to be able to see them. But you definitely want to respect, just like the alligators, you want to respect the fact that they are a wild animal, and obviously with the cottonmouths they are highly venomous, so we don't recommend getting close to them, but it is really cool to be able to see them and just kind of be aware that they are sharing that environment with you. So it was a really cool experience, and very fun to see them in person and not just in pictures on the internet.
Yep.
So check out the cottonmouth video and pictures right here.
Number 5.
All right, number 5. This is one of the amazing hikes we did on our trip to Portland, and Kayla's going to tell you about it.
Yes, and so this one was a Plan B trip because we were supposed to go to the waterfalls out in Oregon, like Molten Falls. Was it Molten?
Multnomah Falls,
Multnomah
and
Falls.
the Columbia River Gorge.
Yeah, and it was COVID times, right? And so we it was closed or very, very limited. I can't remember, was it closed? And so we decided not to go that route, and we just decided to look up other places to go hiking. And Joe looked up one of the best hikes in Oregon, and this Mirror Lake was number 1, I think.
Yeah, it was I was googled hikes with the best views of Mount Hood, and this was rated number 1. So naturally, we had to go do it.
We had to go check it out. So we pulled up and we started our hike, and the first thing that we realized was the smell, and it smelled beautiful, like pine smell like no other. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to bottle this up and take it home with me. It was so awesome. So the entire hike was smelling that amazing smell. So we really enjoyed that. And then the entire hike was, the first half of the hike, actually the first 50% of the hike was uphill, the second half is downhill, and the trees out there were beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If you're ever out there during the summer, definitely a good hike to go hike on, because it's really hard to explain how beautiful it is, because there's really not much words to describe it. You have anything to say to add to that?
It's just scenic, and we live in Sugar Land, Texas, but really close to Houston, and we don't have a lot of scenery or terrain or too many trees, and we have a little bit of green space, but we're just not used to that amazing scenery. So for us, it was just a beautiful hike, and it was really kind of a cool challenge. But just looking everywhere, and we're not used to seeing that. So for us, kind of curious, like if you live there, like what do you think about it? Like, is it still that amazing?
Right. So it's called Mirror Lake for a reason, because there's a lake at the top of the hike, and it mirrors Mount Hood on the lake. You can see it in our video, and also in the pictures in the video, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And we actually sat up there and ate lunch and had the mirrored picture right in front of us as we ate lunch on a tree stump. So it was one of those moments where you just kind of took it in, and it was a memorable hike to have. So I hope you guys check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. So this is number 4. This is Icebox Canyon hike. We took a trip to Las Vegas this past December, to go hiking. I know that sounds like an oxymoron to some people, because to some people Vegas is a party city, but for us, we're not partiers. We like the outdoors, and there's actually a lot of outdoor activities to do in Vegas.
Yeah, so first of all, hope you like the hats. This is because we went in December. We thought we'd wear our funny hats. Yeah, so Icebox Canyon, it is in Red Rock Canyon, which is just outside of about a 30-minute drive outside of Vegas. Icebox, it got recommended to me by a lady in hiking Vegas group on Facebook, and it was an amazing recommendation. It is rated as a hard hike, just lots of boulder hopping, and we had a blast. It's also different to what we're used to, so it's really fun. You have to be really careful because you could quite easily break an ankle doing this, but we had a really good time. It was a good challenge, and we hiked all the way in and up the end to a dried up waterfall, which I think even right now I've heard that there's actually water in it right now. Just kind of depends on how much it's rained, but you can check out the footage that we've got. Kayla takes a little daring trip climbing up the waterfall, and I followed her up there. So it was a lot of fun. It's just so different to what we're used to, and just a lot of fun. Really good challenge, and the whole terrain and scenery is just super cool. So highly recommended as a good challenge, beautiful scenery, and a really cool experience. So check it out.
Hope you like it. It looks more fun that way. Let's go over here and see if we can check this out. It might be too steep to climb, but it's worth the try. Yeah, it looks pretty dangerous. We're trying it. Recommend do not try this at home. Very dangerous. If I fell down there, not very far, but you can really hurt yourself, and we're no cell reception out here. Pretty far away from medical attention. So I'm gonna try to be as safe as possible, but also explore up there. Oh, this is creepy. This is kind of... There's really no handhelds here. Oh man, this is scary. Oh shit. This is not really, might not be working out. I'm kind of actually shaking a little bit. It's kind of scary. Let's go down there. There's a few handholds, but not many. And it's kind of scary. I would have to come down on my butt on that side. So, I'll see. Okay, that was scary. I'm up though. I'm up. A few more steps to go. All
right, number 3. All right, another one of our awesome hikes in Las Vegas in December. Kayla's going to tell you about it.
Yeah, so this one was called Gold Strike Canyon Hike. It was, I think the other name for it was Gold Strike Hot Springs Canyon Hike. So we got there and it was pretty chilly. It was, for these Texas girls, it was low 40s, I believe. And so it was pretty cold. The wind was really blowing. But once we got down to the into the canyon, and the canyon and the walls of the canyon were blocking the wind, we actually warmed up pretty quickly. We started taking all of our layers off. it was lots of fun. The canyon itself was absolutely beautiful. On this hike, there is 5. Is there 5 or 6?
8.
8? Jeez. 8 ropes. 8 ropes down. 8 ropes up.
8.
There's 8 ropes while you're hiking down, and then those same 8 ropes while you're hiking back up to assist you in climbing down or up from a boulder or crevice or a cliff, or I wouldn't say cliff because it's really not a cliff, but you'll see in the videos. We had a lot of fun. Definitely coming from flat terrain in Houston, these hikes really spoke to us because Joe and I are very, very adventurous, and we like finding hikes like this. So it was absolutely beautiful. So the hike takes you all the way down to, what river is it?
The Colorado River.
The Colorado River.
Just below the Hoover Dam. That's where we hiked all the way down the canyon. That's where it comes out at the very bottom.
Yep. And you'll probably, the inside joke, and you can catch these on the video, is that I can never remember where we're going. So Mom was like, "Hey guys, where we're going?" And Joe,
that's
Joe
why she brings me along, so I remember where we're going.
And Joe answers them for me, so it's an inside joke that you can laugh at every time I do that. But it was a lot of fun, and then as we hiked back out, we actually made record time. We took longer to go down than we did to come back up, and it was just a beautiful hike. And I would do that hike multiple times again. It was so much fun. So you have anything to add?
Yeah, basically what I usually do is just Google places, and I googled this and I put top best hikes within 2 hours of Vegas, and this was number 1. And so again, naturally we had to go check it out. So it's number 1 for a reason. It's amazing. It's rated as hard, so that was even more enticing to us, and we could see why, because it was a really good challenge. But it was amazing. So glad we got to do it, and check it out.
Check it out. Oh yeah!
Oh snap. Oh lordy ho, she goes the rope. Have to rope our way down.
Spider, you came so close.
Holy crap! There's a massive tarantula.
Venomous?
I don't know.
Yes, I think it doesn't feel good. I think it kills you. When they bite you, it definitely doesn't feel good. I want to.
Oh my god, that looks creepy.
I hate spiders.
the Hoover Dam. Right behind that. Wow.
This is the Colorado River, the same river that flows through the Grand Canyon.
Nice.
That's pretty sweet.
Guys, we made it! Woo! Finally done. You guys tired?
Oh yeah.
Number 2. Alright guys, so this video was amazing. It was at Mount Hood. It was on Mount Hood at Timberland Lodge, and Joe's going to tell y'all about it.
Yes, it's one of those things where, I mean, Mount Hood is just kind of, it's just an amazing thing to look at. And again, living in Texas, we're just not used to mountains. Pacific Northwest has a bunch, but this one is the closest one to Portland, so you can actually see it on a good day from Portland. So kind of wherever we went on this trip, we could kind of always see Mount Hood. And so when our plans changed, as we've already talked about in the Mirror Lake hike, plans changed, we went to the Mount Hood area. It was so cool to be so close to it. And we'd actually, on this particular day, we'd already done 2 really cool hikes, and we had a little bit of time left. And the main road that goes through the area, we had seen a sign for historic Timberline Lodge, 6 miles up, basically. Like, huh, we should go check that out, because we're just naturally curious people. So we drove up. There go our dogs. Squirrel. So we drove up 6 miles on this really cool drive and got to Timberline Lodge, which again is historic. And it's actually featured in the Shining movie, the old school kind of horror movie. So it's kind of famous actually. And when in the winter time, when there's snow, you can go. There's a ski lift there. You can go skiing from there. So we drove up, we parked there, and actually there were people coming down when we parked from hiking the entire mountain. Now we got up there like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we had no time to do that, but we wanted to do as much as we could. So we kind of checked out like the ski little area inside, and then we decided, well, why not? Let's just go walk up the mountain a little bit. So we went and checked out the mountain, and it was, you know, you can see in the pictures in the video, we are in tank tops and shorts, and we managed to discover some snow, which was very, very fun for us, because we never get to see snow down here. So we found the snow, and we had a total blast. So just being that close to this huge mountain, being on it, it was really, really fun. So this was a really cool experience for us, and really glad we did it. Even at the very end of the day, it was just really cool to experience. Anything to add?
No, I think you did a good job on that one.
Thanks. It was a lot of fun. So check out the footage and the pictures, and hopefully you'll enjoy it, seeing it as much as we did. So
yeah,
check it out. All right, guys, we are here at Mount Hood. Obviously, specifically we're at Timberline Lodge, which is a National Historic Landmark. Alright, so our goal, because obviously we can't go all the way up, because that would be a little quick too far. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon. So our goal was to make it to the snow, which we did. That's pretty cool. So we found the snow, and there's the mountain. Kelly's going down to touch the snow. There she is, right there. So let's go down. And she just threw a snowball at me, which is great. Let's go down and check it out. Okay, so we officially made it to the snow. This is pretty sweet. Oh. And okay, that almost fell.
Tripped the ball.
This is awesome. Pretty sweet, huh? Just check it out. We go all the way around and kind of see where we came from. Back over here. Pretty awesome.
All right, top 2020 experience number 1. So this trip took us to Molten Falls Regional Park and also the Molten Falls Winery up there. So Joe and I got married there in 2013, and so it's a very special place for us. And we were going to go back 5 years afterwards, but unfortunately we're not able to. And so we planned it this year. And so it was a great opportunity to go back and just see it, and Joe will tell you all about it. She's better explaining.
Yeah, I think when we decided to go back to Portland, we played the Softball World Series there back in 2013 when we got married, and it's just a special place because of everything that happened around that trip, and a lot of the things we did, we wanted to try to just at least see again. But this place was always number 1 on our list, that this is what we had to do. We could do anything else on this trip, but we had to go back to Molten Falls just because of how special it is to us.
We actually surprised our softball team in telling them that we were going to get married. So we asked one of our good friend, which was also our coach at the time, to become ordained so she could marry us. And then after our last game, we were like, so guys, we would like to invite you to our wedding. And everybody was super excited, so it was a good time.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it just kind of worked out perfectly, and so again, that's why it's so special to us. So to go back and see it again, it was just kind of like nothing had changed. It was perfect, and it was a great time of year to go because all the colors, you guys can see in the pictures in the video, that the colors and the beauty of the trees, and just the river running through with the bridge. I mean, it's just that kind of iconic scene from Molten Falls. It's just so beautiful. And so for us, obviously, we've had a lot of really cool experiences this past year. The ones on this list, lots of stuff not on this list as well, but I think this one, for the experience, we did a great hike this day as well. But just the memories of this place and how special it is to us, and it'll always be very special just because of, obviously we got married there, and it was just a really cool experience. But to be able to go back is why we picked this one as number one. But also the winery as well. Molten Falls Winery is it was completely spontaneous when we got married there. I had looked up somewhere nearby we could maybe go for a drink afterwards, and it turns out there's a winery right around the corner, and we kind of just landed on them. And they were great. They were super welcoming, and we ended up kind of drinking them out with sangria, and took our entire softball team and everyone's kind of friends and family who were with us, and we had a blast. It's just a beautiful place. So Molten Falls Winery, just so scenic as well, and the owners there, really nice people and super welcoming, and we actually got to say hi to them on this trip when we went back, and they said that obviously they remembered us. We were their first ever wedding, which is really cool, even though they had no idea we were coming. So that's just a part of it which makes it even more special, and the fact that we could go back there and enjoy that again, and it's really good wine too, so that's always nice. So Molten Falls and Molten Falls Winery, number 1 on the list because of how special it is. So we hope you've enjoyed this list. Check out Molten Falls and the winery. guys, that is our top 10 experiences of 2020. We appreciate you guys watching. We're having so much fun with this. We launched it. We weren't sure what was going to happen, but we're having a great time. I love that we can do it together. It's making us even more adventurous and just kind of looking for fun stuff we can do and share with you guys. We're going to continue to find more fun things, adventures big and small. You know, our goal is to continue to inspire people to just kind of get out, whether that be in your neighborhood or local park, state park, go on adventures near and far. Get out and be healthy and enjoy the world around you. Just getting outside in the sunshine, it's a beautiful day today, this beautiful blue sky, makes you feel better.
Absolutely.
You know, definitely helps with our moods. When we need a pick-me-up, we just come outside for a little while.
Yep.
So hopefully just by watching our videos, it'll inspire you guys to get out, look at wildlife, look at nature, and just appreciate the world around you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, we'd love if you would subscribe to the channel and never miss an adventure. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
We'll catch you guys in the next one. Number 10.
All right, number 10 is a whitewater rafting adventure in. Okay, I can't remember what it was. Shit.
Number 7.
I'm gonna introduce it.
Number 6.
You have to introduce it. Okay, go on, introduce it now. Go ahead.
Hey guys, we got an inside joke for you.
All right, so you might have noticed in this video we've kind of been changing our hats and putting a few different things going on. So we had a few comments on a few of our Facebook posts that we tend to wear the same hats. And
This is my favorite hat.
this one here is Kayla's favorite hat, and mine tends to be either the yellow one or the green one, I think. And we didn't really realize that's the case until we kind of went, oh,
Yeah, you're right.
So we thought we'd kind of make fun of ourselves and break out a few of the hats, you know, the Santa hats, the hats, the glasses. And we're going to do our best in the new year to mix things up.
Change
So
things up.
stay tuned for some
New hats.
new hats and maybe some new glasses too. We shall see. But hey, you know what? 2021, new hats coming your way.